papers that have been issued. And as you can see on the screen, these ballot papers that have been issued do not have the image of Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia because they all remained in the booklet. This is a very, very worrying situation. It's a very sad situation, and it's something that we need to condemn and condemn without any reservation, and encourage our party people, our security people, and electoral officers in the polling stations to remain vigilant to ensure that such miscreants who are doing these things for the NDC do not have their way around this particular election. The gentleman involved in this is called Derry Joseph Derry, and as we speak, in fact, the Electoral Commission has also issued a statement. I'm sure we'll pull up the statement as well. The Electoral Commission has also issued a statement and indicated that they are also going to ensure the necessary sanctions are issued. So please, let us all eschew from such unnecessary and evil actions that cause serious dents on our electoral processes. It is quite worrying that even in 2024, we still have the NDC trying to pursue such crude ways of manipulating our elections. And the MPP is calling for Joseph Derry's prosecution, immediate prosecution, because whatever he's done clearly was a deliberate attempt to disenfranchise the Ghanaian people and the Ghanaian voter, and to deny them their fundamental human rights to vote. And this is to let every single individual that has also been engaged in one way or the other by the NDC to perpetrate such actions to note that we are going to find you out. We have a robust system in place in every polling station, and no matter the machinations and mechanisms you attempt to do with the NDC, we are going to find you out. And if we find you out, unfortunately for you, just as Mr. Joseph Derry, I'm sure we'll pull out his picture on the screens. Just as Mr. Joseph Derry is on the screens right now, and he's going to suffer the consequences alone. If the NDC manages to lure you like they have done with Joseph Derry, you are going to be alone, and the NDC is not going to be there with you. And so we must all be cautious as we go about our duties today. In another worrying situation, Mr. Charles Foku, the son of the NDC youth organizer for the Echima Kwawoma constituency. His name is Charles Foku. He is the son of the NDC youth organizer for the Echima Kwawoma constituency. He had in his possession 76 printed ballot papers, already printed in favor of the former president Mahama, and all he did was to try and stuff the ballot box with these illegal ballot papers. But like I keep saying, we have a very robust system in place in every polling station. And again, Mr. Charles Foku was caught and arrested. And as we speak, he is in the custody of police. We have a video of the incidents. It's been widely reported by the media. But I think it's important that we make the point again that why would, and please play the video for me, why would organizer of the Echima Kwawoma constituency, the NDC youth organizer, encourage and hand over to his own son, hand over ballot papers to him to go to the polling station to go and cast his vote and dumping these foreign materials into the ballot box? It tells you the mindset and the thinking that the NDC have in these elections. They know they have lost. They know there is no way the good people of this country are going to go into the box and vote for them. And so they are resorting to these illegalities and crude means to manipulate our elections. But that is going to be extremely difficult for them because the Electoral Commission is vigilant, the security services is vigilant, and our ever hard-working party people in each of the 40,000 polling stations are vigilant and are high alert. And so you can see the police causing the arrest of the son of the NDC youth organizer for the Echima constituency, Echima Kwawoma constituency. These examples, these critical examples, and it's important that I make the point that you'd realize the MPP is not churning out misinformation and disinformation. What we are doing is to highlight specific issues that have gone on, that have already been actioned by the police and the Electoral Commission, to ensure that we encourage every Ghanaian to also be on the lookout and be on the watch in preventing such things to happen. And these few examples clearly is I believe that the NDC is engaged in a deliberate attempt to disenfranchise the Ghanaian people after they have realized they have lost the elections. And of course, clearly, with the numerous arrests that is going on, it's clear that they are failing at their strategy and they are failing woefully. And so if you're an NDC agent, you're an NDC officer, you're an NDC friend that has been engaged by them to execute any other activity from this moment to the next few hours before the election ends, please be reminded that you are going to be arrested, you are going to be caught, and when you are arrested, you are going to be alone. And so you would advise yourself and ensure that you do not engage in whatever it is that they have actually tasked you to do. The EC officials have done tremendously well, except for the few accomplices of the NDC within the EC. But the good news is that even for those EC officials, you have the Electoral Commission swiftly taking action and dealing with them. And we commend the security services also for the good work they have done so far. Be rest assured, we have a very robust system in place that will not allow such manipulations to succeed. In that vein, we restate our call to the Ghana Police Service to give us the status of each of the single arrests they have made for each of these criminalities that the NDC have been doing since the last 3-4 days and today. We need to bring these things to the attention of the Ghanaian people, give us a status report, and we need to get any other person to note, to get to know what has happened to these criminals, so that when they are also thinking and planning to do the same with the NDC, they will be cautious. To our very good Ghanaian people, be rest assured that we are going to increase the vigilance at the polling stations, and we call on all of you to join us in this endeavor. We believe that Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia is winning these elections and winning it in a very big way. And that is why we want these elections to be free and fair. It is our elections that we are winning, and we do not want the elections to be disrupted. We are committed to a peaceful process, we are committed to a transparent process, and we are calling on every Ghanaian out there to join us in this cause to ensure that your vote would count, and that at the end of the day, we will not be having an illegal president, but we'll be having a president that has been voted for by the Ghanaian people and by the people who qualify to do so. We trust that each and every Ghanaian would exercise their right to vote and will not be dissuaded or be intimidated by the selfish acts of the opposition NDC. We encourage you that in the next few hours before the election ends, please and please again, go and add up to the numbers. Step out, go and cast your vote. This is your moment, this is your time, this is your time to show that you are a patriotic citizen. Go out there and cast your vote, and also make your voice count and make your voice also be heard. Remain calm. Do not be worried. We are with you. We are committed to protect your vote, and we are going to work with you from now to the end of the elections to ensure a peaceful, free and fair elections that will reflect the views of the Ghanaian people. And we are confident that seeing what is going on, sensing what is happening, clearly Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia is in the lead and is going to win these elections. The NDC is jittery, the NDC is worried, because they came into these elections with one strategy. Having realized in the last few months that they are losing the elections, they came in with one strategy: let's steal the will of the people. And at this point that they realize that their strategy is failing, it is causing a lot of discomfort for them. And this is the time for all of us to work together and push them completely into the corner and into obscurity. If they are confident that their candidate is a credible candidate to lead this country, and they are confident that the good people of Ghana want their candidate, they should allow the process to go free and fair. But if they choose not to allow it and allow the laws to work, we are here to work with you, the Ghanaian people, and all stakeholders to continuously clip them like we have done since morning and ensure that they feel in this endeavor. Thank you very much for your attention. Like we said earlier on, we will continuously engage every single hour, every single minute if we have to do so, to ensure that we go through today in a very peaceful, transparent manner. We are encouraging all other political parties to also move away from the misinformation and disinformation and toe the way Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia and the MPP have told. For our key audience, for the Kenyan say, Yabeda must say, Ewa Kwaya, Yena Kaya Wabo Fianopa, Yetu Yenwako police stations are yet to Aba. The pay Pia Kotuaba across the country, you know, Yedika. Now, the SN say, Moma Yenina, sorry, Wawunyan to Abano, Bomode na sorry waka. Nako police station akwakotoaba nso ahyase a eto wankwa nkotoa wahwe bedu so na obaye wadwe se wokọ no na nsuo no aba beka wa hyefie wei ene wombre nie sambre ena obetumi ama wo so wadwe mpo ene wo kasa ene de da wakoma so no obetumi a kire wadwe through the votes and as through the ballot ye besere se emo bia emohu emo bia nsuo efia nopa voting process no akoso boko emia kakra bi na enya se na delays kakra ebem but empolo me no ka say sambie ni nyina no sambre abato na hyase a ekoso ye gidi se electoral commission ewo ehyehyɛ da fam ebe make sure se wo delay ni mu nko ade a wo betu eja ho kwan ato aba eso so mu nyina mo ni tua
Yo, abusia for Dennis Miracle Abuaje or your spokesperson Edema Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia the campaign team and asabri woni yen ababe twetwe enkomo na ninsam oka ye ni nyina atofa bomu no o kire say ye share polling stations and as centers ni bi ohonomo a be mmia be mienu na nniema bi esi ohonomo a omususu se entwa yi disabri omo de to Ghana fo nyina nim se obi anka na komanto ne yem na saa nipa bonfo a omudi djuma ne nyina no aposifo aso omo panchi a emo be hwe se emra ene omo be di na nyonyonyo no na sabre mensa aka Ebenezer ewa homa say Ebenezer wotemenka memo wakwaba. Oh, okay, unfortunately my message yegusu epusu na homa no enti asema na manu guso ana meka efi Dennis akache ene se omo be make sure se posifo ene sa na se emra ene sa nipa bonfo nyina ebedi no nyonyono wo kasa no kesi so se mbia ne bi ho no mo a niema isi ye no wonhwe ballot sheet na ye bete no omo candidate no presidential candidate ni ate ni nim every ho no mo obi so ade omo sen hu ye nso no ba bi no ballot sheet no ene omo atom print na omo ato aba no wo dem na omo pese omo di wie mu ebebe hye ballot box no emu na no wosusu se yato e de ama NDC candidate no nti we say ye niam ekoso ankoyie osan kansi so say sabre die eniam bia ye di gu akwemu ema system no emu ye din a obi ntimi penetrate na so obi ntimi emfamu enye illegalities bia no omo ye sa niam no enti wunua a wudi be si wani so say obekwa kodi bone no omo be chew essence omo mechanism mo de gu akwemu no robust chese mo dimpa ubu a emu o kasa no san edito so sa bredi wo de aseda kase pa ebema isi omo bo adwuma yie adwuma omo body ede ehwam efe omo make sure say bibie gu na kwemu nemom emia bi wo hono mo a abusuafo sabre press conference bi so be koso enti medi we say ne besia EC office enti EC be address ye enti ye da ye hutiawa ne akona kache ne akwakotie be san abasesia.
Of our centers, we have a turnout as at 12 noon of over 60%. 40% of our centers to have a turnout of between 40 and 50%. And another 30 between 30%. We urge the good citizens of this country to continue to turn out in their numbers to come and cast their votes in these elections. All our BVDs are effectively working after the initial hitches which were resolved immediately. all of them are effectively working, and we have not received any report on any malfunctionality as far as the BVDs are concerned. Our officials are also performing professionally. There is a session of one in Kintampo, a ballot issuer whose issue has just popped up, and that person has been brought to book. Voting is continuing progressively. We call upon all our officials that the Commission will not leave any stone unturned to ensure that the right thing is done at all levels, and that any officials who will compromise himself or herself will be dealt with according to the full regulars of the law. And so, therefore, they must all take note and continue to perform their duties professionally. All the people living with disabilities, the PWDs and the vulnerable persons are also being well catered for. Our officers are there. The jacket for the blind persons are also there, and everything that needs to be done to support them to participate in this election is being done by our officers as directed by the Electoral Commission. So we encourage our mothers, brothers and sisters in that fold to go to the centers to cast their votes. They are being given preferential treatment at all levels, so they should not hesitate to go. There is effective security at all our centers, and anyone who will try to do anything untoward, I can assure you that will not be allowed to go for free. And so therefore, let us all abide by the rules and regulations governing these elections to ensure a very successful elections. So far, most of the party agents have been comporting themselves, and we urge them to continue to do that. Because if a party agent misconducts himself or herself, he can be sacked from the polling station. Secondly, they need to know that they are there to observe. If there has any issue, they need to report to the presiding officer for the necessary actions to be taken. The media, the Commission has provided 10,000 accreditation to the media. This is in the spirit of ensuring transparency, and we have been given access to all our levels of elections, polling stations, collation centers, both regional and then national, and even the constituency one. And so we call upon you, we expect you to work professionally, to report only the truth, and investigate and expose wrong practices, so that the Commission will be able to do its work in a very free, fair, and transparent manner. Commission has provided a toll-free line, 0800-324-324. This is in the light of transparency, and so we want and responsiveness. Anything that somebody do not understand, please just call. We have over 24 staff of the Commission standing by to receive your call and to attend to you and provide all the necessary assistance that you will require. We are grateful for your continued support, and we want you to be with us throughout the period up to the end of the exercise. Thank you very much. This is the toll-free number. (0800-324-324). Thank you.
Thank you very much, Director Electoral Services, Mr. Benjamin Barnaby. At this point, we would like to receive questions, and we are taking 5 questions. Five. So you approach the mic from the left or right. You mention your name, your media house, and you ask your questions. Please, the questions should relate to activities of the poll. The directors, commissioners are here to respond to your questions. 5. And please answer one question at a time. We beg you. Ask one question at a time. So that others also can raise their questions. Thank you.
Okay. All right. My name is Israelai. I'm with Joy News. My question has to do with the incident that happened at Kintampo. I want to know if you could give us a bit more details, because what we have is coming from the ground. But if the Electoral Commission could give us a bit more detail as to what exactly happened and what the Electoral Commission intends to do about it. Does it intend to rerun the election in that constituency, in that polling station?
Good afternoon. My name is Fauzi Masaud. I represent CTFM and Channel 1 TV. So prior to today's election, the Electoral Commission was very emphatic about the person, the group of people you had recruited to man affairs for you at the various polling stations. You were very emphatic. He said the process was very rigorous, and you were very cocksure about the nature of people you had, entrusted such roles into them. I would just want to find out at what point or how did the Electoral Commission, lose its gas, and what is the assurance that we do not have such more persons still manning affairs at the various polling stations? Thank you.
My name is Vanessa Edoton Boateng from Metro TV. Well, in the ND, 1,210 presidential ballots were missing. What updates can you give us on that? In the police armory, yes, 1,210 ballots were missing in the ND. What can you give us on that?
Yes. Good afternoon. My name is Na Anyema Collison, journalist from Adwa Television. I want to find out what happens to places where voting are being delayed, specifically Faith Academy in Lejukuku constituency. They delayed for 4 hours, and what is the intent of the Electoral Commission to extend the polls or to end exactly at 5 p.m.? Thank you.
Yes, my name is Bernard Atuata from United Television. I need a clarification. You want to find out? I'm told somewhere Kappa. I don't know. I need a clarification on that. Presidential stamp is being used for the parliamentary. It's an allegation. I want to find out if it's come to your notice, and in such cases, what can be done in order not to lose.
Anyway, do I report to another questions?
Good afternoon once again. The Kintampo issue, we found out that the first candidate's picture was torn. So we have 15 of such ballots by the records that we are having. The police has issued a statement, and the case is under what? Investigation. The commission is yet to take a decision on that. With the Yendi issue, the 1,210, we have found out that the ballots are fake. And for that matter, they cannot be used. The story is a fake one. Thank you for the correction. Then, with the delayed voting at Faith Academy, we all know that there is an inbuilt system which indicates that if you are at the polling station before 5 o'clock, you will have the opportunity to do what? Cast your vote. So if there are about 1,000 in the queue, all of them will be given the opportunity to do that. So we encourage all voters at Faith Academy, once voting is ongoing, to be there by 5, and they will have the opportunity to cast their vote. The rest will be taken by the director of elections.
Thank you, sir. I want to put on record that the Electoral Commission did not lose guard, and we have never lost guard. We engage temporary officials for such exercises. And as you are aware, we have engaged over 40,000. There was no police station, 40,000. I'm talking about police. We have 40,648 polling stations. Multiply that by 5, it gives over 200,000 officials. These are all temporary officials. We put them and train them. But as you are aware, as human beings as we are, some people may always want to come out on their own purpose. But the system is such that if you do that, the system will expose you as it has done. And so when such a thing happens, we deal with the person according to the law, the requirements of the law. So it is not the Electoral Commission that lost guard, but rather it was one of officials who decided to go against the directives and the training that we are giving to that person. I think that was the only question that was left for me. So, thank you so much. But we have sent a warning to the remaining officials. Anyone who does anything untoward will be taken care by the law.
Yes, with the validating stamp, we have 2 validating stamps with 2 different numbers. We haven't, you don't have parliamentary or presidential on any of the 2 validating stamps. I hope you get it. So they are just the numbers. So you can use any of the numbers for either the presidential or the parliamentary. We haven't written presidential or parliamentary on any of the validating stamps. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. It is for consistency, that's why we say use this and use that. But the purpose of the validation stamp is to enable us to identify any foreign material that will be found in the ballot box during counting. So even if it is swap, it can still play that way. What I mean is that even if it is swap, it can still play that way. You look at the spirit of the law, the purpose for which it was brought. That is the most important thing. Thank you very much.
very much, members of the press. Our next update will be at 3 p.m. We'll continue at 6 p.m. and then 9 p.m. Thank you very much. We'd like to thank you, commissioners, deputy chairs, directors and deputy directors for coming. Members of the press, thank you. We bring our updates to an end. In the next 3 hours, we'll come back. I think it's almost 2 hours. Yes, we'll come back to you. Thank you. See you. Bye.
Okay, abusuafo gusuwa share decision time ewo United Television. Ansa na mebo asemo free EC akache ebema ahwefo nyina no mame enkopie mu ewo kasoa. Na saa bredi yenya ne nteye Africa so se etututu bi akoso. Enti Jacob Kubi ewo ahoma no so. Jacob wotemenka memo wakwaba.
Mina ba mi so.
Wadaroma we de anya asemo de nanso for the purpose of education teacher mfonyini ema ye na ahwefo hu de ekoso wakasoa
yo se aje for ebeka ya be ensie na ya etwe mu ni no abra ye to aba no eto ekasa ye ewo kasoa nti ema eye bambofo any peace council for ye ni say eye kasoa ha say no eye be abia ye to ho odupempe DA primary school ha say ni de eho eye aha eye kan be a eye na basabasa ye eta esi ewo ena afen to point hope also eye bc ho ewo ho mo afen to no step to Christ but the 20 casa last 4 years no also no omo de eka ho na ene de ya na pam be pie mu wo eye odupempe ha say mbaye no na edom ensada embaye na me yesa mi twa me ho kaka akogomua east na maba asaba me wo ho na me say etuo akasa ewo ye odupempe ha say be da me di kan ebe Mr. Meti ebe pie mu wa ha adese e wa ha ne kire mu se omo wa ha no mu hu se eye chen bi a eno no omo de omo di hu adanse se eye honorable mebi sawa kunfi ne ka na ono so ne mranche ne egum ne be parke ewo eye center ha sei abe ebe parke ye no na eye adese omo so omo NDC for no kire mu se aha se ne ye ne se emaka bia embesi aha emben bebia omo to aba no wono nti omo tu ka no free ha emfanko ebedane kasakasa ewo omumienu intem enti ekoba ni sa no adise wa ha na eka omu tremu a eye honorable mevisa akwisi ne chika for na omu de pick up ne be see ha say no na omu ma won shoot pay enti ekoba ni sa ni ba no owo mu nche kase muntu ka no free ha no ono ni nia ebe no na akopata omu na akase omu nkofi abra ni nia yes obe na na tuo kasa ni say dima yawo Minu ka say we prepare emu ye dia omode ne ko eye kasoa aban ayaresabia owo ayaresabia oje ayarehwe dem obepie mu wa ha sisi a bambo de dindi ekoso a minu ka say helicopter ene nam soro ha say eta ye hu nhia to a police phone so ba na omoba na eye NDC amanyoko ni tire mu say ade a eye kasoa a police phone aye ene ewia we pa ade omuwe jiri omu papa ye omu tirema police for be yese miensa ejina ha ansa na asem ni siye na so omu tumi anti imbranche no ko sise imbranche no etu ka no ede free ha ede ko demo abra mo ko no na omu tututu enye so omu tututu a anka ombeto ase ombeto ede ase omu so ase omu na omu che kakra se police for no akwa tisa imbranche no enye kaswa ha no ebe dani ebutu ta na adise e wa ha no e ka sisia Minu ka say adisia omo ye NDC amanyoko fo no ba no omo tu ede ba ha say ye be say bambo ni de police fo no mo ha pa na mum say ebi ebe ka ho
na etu oni kasa ye na branche no ne hefa nipadua no hefa pote na eboye
omo kirema etu no kasa ni strem etu no kasa ni strem enti omo de ne ko eye kaso abaya resabia oje ayarefia sisi amerika sei e mo wona yesusu se omo tuto ni de omo tuka no ejane fo
eko but wo mo hu ye no susu se shine na ebesi ho no no every eye incumbent MP no Akachenyesa.
Sa normal ka me say ni dey say normal ka kire me me because say ya dey almost to say can free ma me na akase ana say so no mu oh abrante no otutuo no on di etire o te ya so mo ha ya matalati ni nchen oho e na o te onu so ka wona omo diduma e de ma MPP amanyoku e wa ase ntina nyo obi a oye yire nipa e na nyo obi sa police for ka sa enim no ndc amanyoku no omo nim ne fa omo ni mu nyina no omudi juma ebom nje yo mo wan say wetumi a wedi sa juma etise na efi badisa me ko ni de ye expect nyama akete e wakaso ase
okay enti eba bambo juma fo na asrafo ni bi abeka ho anase ya posifo nko a
Mimi ka say ya posifo nko a ene wa ate asafo enyam bebie mu e wa ha
okay mija wa ma wakọ no de etu no so kasa no efri NDC fo akachi ana Okay, Jacob here that's a park or so ma we ni endi eche de besi bia so na wa ma yaso ate ebusuafo Jacob Kubi ena ye ne no akasa sese sabre ye ko aye Ebenezer ehonom odi ensem yi efri Ekuapem North ena ebreye aye memo akwaba. Hello aye Aya wotame nka memo akwaba. Okay, busuafo egusua epusu aye na homa no nti yensa eka na ye ne no so betwetwe nkomo no atwamfo nyini ewo Ekuapem North ede amaye United Television and a wo share no decision time etofom pani etofom kra ye be ma hwefo nyina ehuni ekoso ewo ehonom sabre ma mefa asada kese pa ema A1 catering services woman na pay buy a breakfast for mudi amaye no ne mu de mu hwam omada roma e na amaye hoden a ene ye de boy juma esa enti A1 catering services yada mo ase papa sanso na food bank ama yeduane awie yada mo ase na ansa na food bank e ba be yeduane no we say a special lunch and dinner a free Kojo Labi was Stanbic Bank honum. Oh papa. You said you obi a ekomo no emobono onyami hira no. Ye da se pass what ye yem kom na wama food bank aye duane etisei e de abreye ye da se bebre enti Mr. Kojo Labi was Stanbic Bank ye ni asopa se ewie o me ye duane edi na enwumere nso de nso ehye one corner enti ye da se abusafo yen san emowura mu biom sabre press briefing ekoso efi isi akache na ansa na press briefing ekoso no na isi release statement kra de aba enche bia yeko New Patriotic Party womo akache Miracle Aboaje ene yenso atwetwe enkoma asemo a osi so no na chese no ana isi so ede eho asemba ansa na mesa abowura ho ma menko aye Ebenezer ode ensemi efri Ekuapem North ebreye aye memo akwaba
you mini abia mi je so
bibia boko de
nyame adom obofi apem de a bibia boko sene a okan no Ekuapem atifi abato mpesa no sene de ahaju boko esanse obofi apem a yenyina yinmu ye ho obi ani ndebi obite nti enya fe na bata ye ba beti na meka kire wusi anopa ebo be no num no na polling station ne de nipa akwa kugu won akoto santin a wore twense yisi be hye ne nema no ngato waba ampa no nsom pepepe na abaso ni fiase na ade ba ko a aye nwanwa wofi apemamu na ndeme hu fibra ye to waba akwa ye se emia empanyimfo na ewu mu ne mmerwa ne nkokora no wongani abre abaso ne pa ne titiru ye mampon be bia ye nua samia okufi no wo hwa empanyimfo na ewu mu no wongani abre abaso na mmaba ne mrante ne de agya woretwen last minute ansa wonga ba beto waba enti me no kai ma bo april na fi okura se ya besia komampon akọ ekropon no mo ne ade nyina ta bibia da fom boko wa abaso no nso ekoboko na ebo obeye se duba akono na ye nua asam ya uku obae no beto na bawo mampon presby lower primary a ho na obeto na abo ne yere ne abusia no wo beto wo nga bawo ho na owie no na one nsentro fotwetwe nkomo na orekasi ono de owani daso si abato ne beko na awie no na MPP amayoku no edi nkunim esanse wo hwe aprobo nga bo adwuma nga ye nnia won adanedi akere amanfo na oje di se nipa no so be won adom esanse wo padwuma pa ne amambu papa enu nti no wo besan to aba na ma won no nga wo beto ama no nga to ama Dr. Bawumia na nanado adangeti ama na nyuma pa ba bia nanado yedui no wasra so aye adwuma no saa nti ode tu gwasi worehwe anim si ebebo ne duba akone de na MPP amanyoku no atumi akeka niema asiani ongehu wondi bere wo abatu yi mu na me no kan so anopa no na abamanko aba oye amanokuru muhemia osan ye akuapem tidom hemia esambai akuapem jase hemia mo fanchem akuapem jase hemia ono so beto na aba enche bia na okuape hene eye osade ye kwasi akufu osofia biesa ono so akwakoto na aba enti me no kan de ahade biribia aboko enti yerehwe ni musi ebebo no numu ne de na nipa mako 71,255 ene beto aba ewo police stations eye 149 police stations enti biribia eboko wuku afema mini abia
na se wo hwe se de eniemasi aye boko na bambo jumaifo no so wo mo wo hono ma na se emu adwune nti na wo mapam ba bi atena
mini abia meka se woni adwumaye okuafema mu de wo ba ha woni adwumaye esanse se na meka no yenu ye ho enti won woteto wo je se woto na so bi ba na ofa ba bi ensese ofa de a no nga kire ni se fa ha aha ye fa ha na biribi se meka se no ne adwuma titiriwa woye wa ha na mum basa ni ade ne de okuafema mu de meka kire uti aha boko fia no pa abetum samre de yenti asenka boni bia wa ha
okay yo ene aye meja wo ama wato wa probo ne so emepam ye besan aba wo
Mate.
Okay, abusuafo aye Ebenezer ede nsemi efri Akuapem North. Decision time, United Television, Yejin Krato, yebeba sisia.